Okay, we know about polarization by double refraction avudala. So there are some special cases like when unpolarized light ray is incident along the optic axis. For example, this is the optic axis, and okay, unpolarized light is incident on the optic axis or parallel to the optic axis. Okay, the ray is split up into ordinary and extraordinary rays. The ray splits ordinary and extraordinary rays, but the both rays travel along the same direction. Okay, along the same direction with the same velocity. So for that we don't know that the ray splits into two light rays like ordinary and extraordinary. Okay, and the second one, when unpolarized light ray is incident normal to the optic axis. ಈ ಥರ unpolarized light is incident normal to the optic axis, the ray splits up into ordinary and extraordinary ray. Okay, there also the ray splits, right? But both the rays travel along the same direction with different velocities, in the same direction but with different velocities, right? These are the two special cases of what double refraction. If the unpolarized light incident along the optic axis or parallel to the optic axis, it splits into ordinary and extraordinary ray. Okay, but they travel in the same direction with the same velocity. If the unpolarized light incident normal or perpendicular to the optic axis, it splits into ordinary and extraordinary ray. In both the cases it splits, right? But here when it incident normal, what happens is the light ray splits into ordinary and extraordinary ray. Okay, but it travel along the same direction but with the different velocities. Okay, this is the special case anta ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ, right? And here Huygens theory of double refraction, okay, in uniaxial crystals. Uniaxial means you know which is having single optic axis anta. Okay, so here for the Huygens theory what we can say is the ordinary ray always obey the laws of refraction. Okay, ordinary ray obeys the laws of refraction. Here ordinary ray obeys the laws of refraction, but extraordinary ray cannot obey the laws of refraction. Okay, right? And the velocities of ordinary ray is different along different directions inside the crystal, right? The velocity of extraordinary ray, right? Velocity of extraordinary ray is different in different directions inside the crystal. And the refractive, and the third point is what? Okay, this is the second, the velocities is the second point, right? And the third point is the refractive index n0 for ordinary ray is constant for all directions. Okay, n0 is refractive index n0 or mu naught, okay, is constant, right, in all directions. But the refractive index of extraordinary ray is different, okay, in any of the direction, in any of the directions. And uniaxial crystals may be divided into again negative and positive, right? Negative crystals and positive crystals. And in positive crystals we know Ne is greater than N0, and in negative crystals N0 is greater than Ne, where here again we can write V0 is greater than Ve, and here what V0 is less than Ve, and you know the examples too, right? This is Huygens theory of double refraction in uniaxial crystals. If the question is like this, write about Huygens theory of double refraction, means what you have to write: ordinary ray obeys all the laws of refraction, extraordinary cannot obey the laws of refraction, velocities are different along different directions for the extraordinary ray, but for the ordinary ray it is same. And the third point is n0, mu naught, okay, is constant, and mu e varies, right? And what are the positive crystals and what are the negative crystals anta navilli beriಬೇಕಾಗ್ತದೆ. Okay, and we have to draw the diagram too for negative crystals. Okay, it is for positive ಹಾಕಿವಲ್ಲ ಇಲ್ಲಿ, ನಾವು positive crystal ಮೊದಲು ಹಾಕೋಣ. For positive crystal, okay, this is the positive crystal. Okay, this is the positive crystal and this is the axis y dash, right? And here is the extraordinary ray, here is the ordinary ray. Okay, right? And for the negative crystal, firstly this is the ordinary ray and this is the extraordinary ray ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. extraordinary ray y y dash, this is the negative crystal, and here this is the ordinary ray and this is the extraordinary ray. Okay, Huygens theory of double refraction can be applied to the uniaxial crystals, right? So here for the positive crystal, ordinary ray is in spherical shape, extraordinary ray that is velocity is in like circular shape, means just we can say the velocity of ordinary ray is greater and the velocity of extraordinary ray is less than the ordinary ray. Idu the meaning. Okay, right. And then we are having some retarding plates. Retarding plates antandre enu andre, if we want to change the path difference or we want to change the phase difference of any given light ray, then we are having some retarding plates. Of the two retarding plates are like a quarter wave plate and half wave plate, and these are very important. Okay, quarter wave plate and half wave plate are very important, right? So what is quarter wave plate antandre, a plate of a doubly refracting uniaxial crystal or a plate which is used to introduce a path difference of lambda by 4 or a phase difference of pi by 2 is called, between ordinary ray and extraordinary ray, is called as quarter wave plate. Okay, a plate which introduces, okay, which introduces, what it introduces, a path difference of path ಅಂತ ಅಂದಾಗ ನಮಗೆ ಬರೋದೇನು lambda by 4, lambda path ಬಂದಾಗ. Okay, or a phase difference of, okay, phase difference of pi by 2. ಎದ್ರ ಮಧ್ಯೆ path difference, phase difference between, okay, ordinary ray and extraordinary ray is called as quarter wave plate. Okay, right? So path difference which is equal to d of, we can write mu naught minus ue for negative crystals. Okay, this is ue minus mu naught for the positive crystals, right? And if we go for negative crystals, okay, d is the thickness of the plate. Okay, d into mu naught minus mu e is equal to path difference lambda by 4 alla, d is equal to lambda by 4 into mu naught minus mu e. And for positive crystals, d of mu e minus mu naught is equal to lambda by 4, so we can write d is equal to lambda by 4 into mu e minus mu naught. This is the quarter wave plate. So quarter wave plate is very important. Quarter wave plate and half wave plate, both are very important. That a plate which introduces a path difference of lambda by 4 or a phase difference of pi by 2 between ordinary ray and extraordinary ray is called as quarter wave plate. Okay, so what is the path difference? Path difference andre adu travel agidanta path hodalla between ordinary and extraordinary ray. Okay, so that is the thickness of the plate into refractive index of ordinary ray minus refractive index of extraordinary ray, we get the path difference, right? So why we are not writing the path difference in terms of lambdas here? Illi path difference na ನಾವು lambda by 4 ಅಂತ ಬರ್ದಿವಲ್ಲ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂಡ path difference lambda by 4 lambda by 2 something lambdas ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾಕೆ ಬರ್ದಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ, path difference lambda by 4 ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಕೊಂಡಿವಿ. In the same way ಅದು ಹೆಂಗೆ ಟ್ರಾವೆಲ್ ಆಗಬೇಕು, refractive index is mu naught 100, velocity depends on this, refractive index mu e ಅಂದರೆ again velocity depends on this, and these two refractive indices or velocities has to pass through the thickness of pass through the plate. Okay, and that we can say that is thickness of the plate in the pass ಆಗಲೇಬೇಕಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಹಂಗಾಗಿ both are same ಅಂತ d into mu naught minus mu e ಅಂತ ಬರಿತೀವಿ, which is equal to lambda by 4. So we'll get the thickness of the quarter wave plate for positive crystals and negative crystals. We'll get like this. Okay, and the second retarding plate is nothing but ಇದು quarter wave plate ಅಲ್ಲ, second retarding plate is what? Half wave plate. ಸೊ ಕ್ವಾರ್ಟರ್ ವೇವ್ ಪ್ಲೇಟಿಂದ ನೀವು ಹಾಫ್ ವೇವ್ ಪ್ಲೇಟ್ಗೆ ನೀವೇ ಡೆಫಿನೇಷನ್ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು ಏನಂತಂದರೆ, ವಿಚ್ ಇಂಟ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸಸ್, ರೈಟ್, ವಿಚ್ ಇಂಟ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸಸ್ ವಾಟ್? ಎ ಪಾತ್ ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್, ರೈಟ್, ಎ ಪಾತ್ ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಲ್ಯಾಂಬ್ಡಾ ಬೈ 2, ಓಕೆ, ಆರ್ ಎ ಫೇಸ್ ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್, ರೈಟ್, ಫೇಸ್ ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಪೈ. is between what? Between ordinary ray and extraordinary ray is called as half wave plate ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. Okay, so now half wave plate path difference, as usual we know path difference is d into mu naught minus mu e for negative crystals and d into mu e minus mu naught for positive crystals. ಹೌದಲ್ಲ? So for negative crystals what we can write is d into mu naught minus mu e is equal to lambda by 2. So d is equal to lambda by 2 into mu naught minus mu e. In the same way for positive crystals, d into mu naught minus mu e is equal to mu e, right? Mu e minus mu naught is equal to lambda by 2 and d is equal to lambda by 2 into mu e minus mu naught ಅಂತ ಬರ್ಕೋಬೇಕು ನಾವು. Okay, this is quarter wave plate and half wave plate. So quarter wave plate introduces a path difference of lambda by 4 and half wave plate introduces a path difference of lambda by 2 between what? Ordinary ray and extraordinary ray. Okay, this is about the half wave plate and quarter wave plate, right? And here Nicol prism, which is a prism, a type of prism, acts as a polarizer and analyzer. That is, it polarizes the given light ray and also it analyzes the given light ray whether it is polarized or unpolarized. Depends on that. There are three types of polarized lights, which are plane polarized light, circularly polarized light and elliptically polarized light. We will see the type of polarized lights and the detection of the polarized lights in the next video, right?